Hi everyone, my name is Paddy Stapleton. I'm just, I suppose, delighted to be asked to talk about my book Up in the Air. It was released last October or November at this stage maybe, and just I suppose what it's about is it's about the main character here, Fitzy, and his band of friends, and his real friends I suppose are Murish, Lizzie and Bones. But then there's this character, Ernie, who I can't spoil it too much, but he comes into the action after a few pages, and him and Fitzy are at loggerheads a lot during this tale. But what it is that you can see Fitzy there is wearing a yellow jersey, so that's Glenstown, that's their home team. So they're trying to get Glenstown to win the county final that they actually lost the year before. So that's where all the action is based, and you go through the 4 matches that they played and all the action that's in and out. But with that as well, I suppose the bigger thing about the book is it's about Fitzy wanting to be the best all the time, and as you can see, he's probably not the most gifted physically, but he has a real drive to be the best he can be. But there's big issues with that, because his friends probably don't feel like that about playing sports. So he has a real struggle in, God, why don't I feel like I feel about it? And then the opposite is his dad in it, who is pushing him too hard. And then that's kind of, so then he's caught in the middle between being pushed too hard and trying to push his friends quite hard. So it's a really interesting thing. And, I suppose, number one, it's supposed to be a really fun book that kids can laugh at, and hopefully adults can laugh with them. But then the serious side of things, like the resilience of a child, adult pressure put on kids, friendships in general, teamwork, all that great stuff. And look, I'm absolutely delighted with the feedback so far. The mountain of parents have come back to me and said, like, the child that wasn't really into reading, but he's kind of into sport, that he really enjoyed it. And then it's in hundreds of schools at the moment. I'm lucky enough that it was bought by hundreds of copies were bought by schools, and the teachers' feedback has been brilliant as well. And they said, like, it's not just the kids who like the GAA, that it's a mix of kids enjoy it, and it's written from that point of view. It's written from Fitzy's point of view. So I suppose I grew up as a GAA player. I've been in every dressing room you could imagine. I've been in the most basic of underage dressing rooms and setups. I was lucky enough to play in a few All-Ireland finals for Tipperary as well. So I suppose I have seen everything there is, most things there is to see in GAA. So I tried to put it all together in this book. Some of it is biographical, and others just little stories I've heard, and then things I've thought of myself. So like anybody recording or writing a book, but yeah, it's a great feedback so far. Absolutely delighted to be asked to talk about it here, and it's for about 10 to 12 year olds. I'd say that range. A good 9-year-old, maybe a very, very good 8-year-old, and I do know adults who've enjoyed it as well. So maybe if they were into hurling or GAA, they would enjoy it. But yeah, it's got some great feedback, and you can buy it on my website. So it's www.paddystapleton.ie. And I suppose the interesting thing there is that I also have a schools special, so 25% off the book if they're buying a class set, which lots have, and there's a downloadable workbook with that as well, which I love putting together. So luckily I'm an English teacher as well, and a PE teacher, so I kind of have that area of things covered as well. So look, it's been great so far. Thanks for listening. I suppose click onto the website if you want to know more. Thanks.